It now gives me great pleasure to introduce the president of our first inductees alma mater, Ashland University. Please help me welcome Dr. Carlos Campo.
In the 1590s, William Shakespeare had this sudden moment of clairvoyance, and he looked forward to the future and saw the woman standing next to me and wrote these 10 words: "Age cannot wither, nor custom stale her infinite variety." In these last 3 years, I've come to know her infinite variety. This variety includes the fact she was one of the first women provosts in Ohio's history. Wasn't enough that she had a PhD in economics. She went back later to get a degree in theology as well, just in her spare time. She has broken through so many glass ceilings that they changed the fabric to solid steel, and it didn't matter. She continues to do it. She's a force of nature. I've met so many alums who've said, "Carlos, if I could have majored in Ford, I would have done it." Because Dr. Ford's that kind of teacher, that kind of person who's inspired so many. She is a force of nature. Truly, Wikipedia called our office this week and said, "Stop this woman," because we cannot continue to have 4 editors dedicated just to her site. I'm only kidding a little. The truth is, she inspired Shakespeare. She's about to inspire you. She's a force of nature who has founded a foundation in Ashland. She's an economist. She's a provost. She is a leader in her church and in our community. Dr. Lucille Ford.
He's too much. My friends, I'm so privileged to be here. You see, if you live long enough, they forget the past, and then they start talking about the future. And what we like to do most is to talk about the very future resting each one of you. I was told I have 3 minutes, and I have my watch going, but I have to tell you, there is so much good in this room. I hope you feel the pulse. I hope you feel the power, the privilege that we have. We have young people in our institutions. We have young people pleading for the leadership of you people and people like you. You have a great responsibility, but you have a great privilege. And with great privilege does go responsibility, but it's not that, my friends. It's at the very heart of what we're here for, is that each student may walk that path, that very unknown path that they travel, hunting and struggling for themselves. Who am I? What's my DNA? What do I stand for? Oh, what a privilege to walk with these young people, to take their hand, give them promise. Good does overcome evil. Oh, it's awful, and we can see it all over the world. But let's look at the long run of the world. We've progressed. We've progressed over time. Think of what we've been able to do. And we as educators have the most luxurious opportunity for filling not only our own DNA, but to help others find theirs. I covered one little thing that I wanted to read to you, and that is this. Do not go here before, but look for, not within yourself, but outside yourself. And remember that God is with you. God walks with you. And the triumph you have is that the young people that we may touch with the glory of peace and love. thank you for the great privilege of being here tonight, for having the opportunity to represent my university and my president, which is an example of what OFIC has been since I knew him, since 1965. When Glenn Clayton became president, he told me about OFIC, about this marvelous group that come together and they share. They have a collegiality that helps all of us and that makes us strong and powerful. And I challenge you tonight to continue this glorious work of OFIC. And remember, in our hearts, we're here for those students and here for tomorrow. Thank you.